it's super late on a Sunday? What? Oh, I think I spelled that. Just chatting. There we go. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the streams. Hi. I know it's super late. I'm so sorry. I wanted to do more streaming this weekend, but let me just make sure I can hear myself this weekend, let me just make sure I can hear my. Yeah, it seems to be okay. It's a little low, but it should be all right. But yeah, hi. Well, actually, that might be my headphones. Hello, welcome. Wanted to do some more streaming this weekend, but this weekend I was doing my training. I actually just got done. Not just got done. I got done at like 4 today. Yeah, with my EMDR training. It actually went from Friday. It was all like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this weekend. So I'm taking tomorrow off because I'm not doing basically work and then going into work. No, thank you. Know your limits. But yeah, it was really good. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm a therapist licensed in the state of Florida. So EMDR is eye movement desensitization. What's the R stand for? The R what's the R stand for? Desensitization and reprocessing, right? It used to just be desensitization, EMD, but then they add the R part for the thing. Basically, for anyone who wants to know, it's a very, very empirically proven method of basically doing what hypnosis was doing before, where you get the client in a state where they're connected to the past memory that they're trying to process, usually trauma, obviously. And then you stimulate the brain to do its natural functioning to get it processed. It's just, yeah. And the reprocessing part, the desensitization, is to get the memory to have less impact. Like if trauma keeps coming up and it keeps, nightmares and everything. You do it with each and every memory. It's very systematic. And then the reprocessing is to instill positive, effective thoughts instead and beliefs and things. But yeah, it was really fascinating because I could see. I worked with a couple people, like examples. I didn't really have much myself. I'm very blessed, but with some people who actually had some stuff, I saw it working, and it really did stuff. It's really interesting, but it's really crazy because I'm gonna say this. It's the easiest form of therapy there is. Like all you do is just go through a script. There's a literal script, and you just work through it and do the lateral movements and everything, or the central stimulations. And you've maybe seen the buzzers. And it just the client's mind does everything. And everyone's all like, man, we don't like. It's so funny. Again, for anyone who thinks. I'm a therapist licensed in the state of Florida. Anyone who says they know how the mind works is a lying fool. Freud, all of them. Because even the EMDR, they're like, we don't really know why it works, but it does. And I'm just sitting there like, okay. And it just called attention to me about how beautiful God made us. Like, it's like, man, it's like you put it with the mind and it's automatically doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah. Almost like someone designed it to do that, and let it have its natural designed way of moving through it. Crazy how that evolved to that. That's pretty crazy. I'm like, oh my God. It's just, for anyone who holds whatever belief, I understand, but anyone who believes in evolution, you got more faith than I do. You do. We talked about faith recently, things not seen and all that. You got more faith than I do. Did my thing go off? No. Seems to be okay. Sorry, I was watching Twitch for a second and it froze. Weird. But yeah, because you just see stuff like that where it works so beautifully, and it's like, well, the mind's doing it. It's like, yeah, it's almost like God created our minds to specifically work with certain. It's crazy. But speaking of the mind and everything, I thought we might do a Bible verse related to it. There's a couple I was looking at. There's a different one I want to go to, but not now. I instead want to go to Romans 8:16, 6, not 16. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So in Romans 8:6, it talks about how the mind is. So the Bible talks about the heart and mind a lot. They're usually interchangeable. Lately, I do want to take something back. I've always said on here they're interchangeable. That's not technically true. They usually are, but there is a soul So there is the spirit as well, which is another facet. So whenever it talks about the heart, it might be talking about the spirit. It usually mentions the spirit if it's talking about the spirit, but sometimes it can be referencing that. But here it references the mind specifically, so easy to know what it's talking about. And it's interesting because I bring this up because a lot of the times, especially with the reprocessing part of EMDR, the reprocessing part is to change the mindset towards something. Whenever a trauma happens or something in the past, a belief system is formulated based upon the helplessness or the hurt and difficulties of the situation, like I'm powerless or I'm not safe or things like that. And these belief systems are what is at the core of how we operate. I'm a big proponent of CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, which is your thoughts become what you are, your thoughts and beliefs, which beliefs are just thoughts over and over. I'm a very big proponent of that, and I think it's because the Bible talks about it. It's very big about renewal of your mind, keep changing your mind, submit the mind to the Lord, because our minds, I was going to use the other verse for this, are deceitful by nature and naturally dead and in sin. And it's important to submit daily to the Lord of that. With EMDR, God gave us the wonderful blessing of a mind that can regulate and to work through. But in order to do that, as with EMDR, there must be vulnerability and humility and openness. The way EMDR works is that the person's placed in that mindset, one foot in the present, one foot in the past trauma situation, and has to just go through it, like literally through it. And with that, there has to be a humility of the heart to be able to experience that and be okay experiencing that as much as it sucks. And that's kind of the whole point, because it moves towards a future life. To live in that previous situation, and for the underlying belief, which is the real issue in my opinion, not the hurt of the past, but the underlying belief that's formulated, which I do disagree with the proctors who said, because there was a question asked about like, well, it's a belief system, it's like the issue is like, no, the belief system's like a symptom. I'm like, no, it's not. I strongly disagree. I think that the trauma is absolutely the core of what happened, but that belief system is what's holding the person back, which is why, and it shows with EMD becoming EMDR. The R part is the reinstituting of a new belief system to help the person to move forward in life, even after processing the old stuff. Because belief systems are how we live. But once again, faith is everything and where we put it. So in Romans 8:6, it exemplifies this. God's word talks about the mind governed by flesh, which is the worldly situations, the worldly traumas, the worldly insecurities and things like that, is death. But the mind governed by the spirit, by God, by what is heavenly, by what is beyond this world, is life and peace. Not leads to life and peace, is life and peace. There's the other verse, I kept it up here. It's the famous one. In Romans 6:23, the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. When it comes to biblical stuff, we want to remember that sin and the ramifications of it, of pain, and not that pain as a feeling is bad, but the ramifications of hurt and helplessness, of fear, which is unbiblical and is something what it makes sense we have, but is not a biblical thought to have, and it is a thought. All of these things are of the flesh and their death because they pertain to the mortal plane. When an individual even is going through trauma, which absolutely makes sense, they're suffering through it, that individual is still submitting to that trauma. That's why it's staying with them. Because underlying, they're saying, this trauma defines me. This helplessness is how I am now. And by staying in that, the thing doesn't move on. It's also that needs to be processed and worked through. That is absolutely. But if the thought that the underlying belief system is never addressed, which is why the R was put in EMDR, then that person will still go back to that belief system that was formulated. It needs to be repurposed to something that is positive. But even more so, biblically, we know it can't just be positive in ourselves. That can help, but that's not going to do it in the end, because the world's going to keep battering us down because the world's fallen. We need to put our faith in something bigger, someone bigger, the Spirit of the Lord. That's why, because the mind that's governed by the Spirit is life and peace. Because what happens on this earth doesn't matter. We still need to work through the hurt and pain of it. I'm not saying don't do that. Hi, I'm a therapist. It's my entire job. But we have to look beyond it. Like when I work with clients who don't know the Lord, the best I can do is the EMDR kind of way, which now I'll actually use, but like that kind of way of like repurposing to a better thought about the future of hope on this earth, which is good. There's a lot there, and God gives blessings to all of us. There's talk about that in the Bible about general blessings to the world in the mortal plane. And that's great. That's awesome. But that's not the point. If that's all it is, that death is still there. The flesh and death still reign because underlying is, yeah, but these bad things can still happen always. And they can take away control and things in life that we put our faith in, like family. Like if someone's connection of hope is to have a family and wife one day, which is beautiful and is biblical, that the family and life can be taken away. Once again, the Rush drummer, whenever he lost it, he said, I don't believe in God because how could you take that away? And it's like, well, biblically, we don't have the right. Like I just read through Ezekiel and God took Ezekiel's wife saying, I'm going to take this from you for my purpose. And he had every right to do it because we don't have life. We don't own it. He does. And that's the humility. It's like, well, that's my life. I don't know. Okay, well, that's the choice, but keep in mind who is king. But anyway, but like, I think that's really important because even the beautiful things on this earth, like family, love, and all the dreams, and these are great. These are awesome. These are biblical. These are good. That still cannot be the core of someone. Because if that's the core, that can still be shaken up and leave. We have to remember that we need, in order to have that belief system of life, everlasting life, life that actually matters, like underlying life, we have to put it in something that is life, period. Because anything that can have death in it is death, because it's always possible. And if death can be there, it will be there eventually. Our loved ones will die, things like that. That's why we need something that is life by definition and life eternal, because that is life. Actual life is eternal life. That's the whole point. So that is the spirit, that is almighty. And so our mind needs to be focused on that. We can reprocess and work with the things of the flesh to work towards life in a more temporal sense, which is what we do with EMDR and stuff. And that's great. But I also want to call attention to even a step further, which I get to do with some of my clients who know the Lord. Thank you. Of putting it in the one who is eternal, like who is actual life, the essence of life. He is life, which means the opposite of him, wages of sin, is death, naturally, because it is away from him. So just something that I noticed, and the aspect of just how beautiful it was watching EMDR work and realizing, like, man, that's just God's work. Like, that's just life at work. It's individual using humility and vulnerability and connection and love and self-love of like our innate worth, not because of ourselves, because God made us, but anyway, but all that to move through that difficult time and create a positive hope for the future. Like, that's all beautiful and that is good. But it still only count to secular. It makes me think further of like, man, if an individual knows that the Lord is there, how much more impactful can that be to move through that and look to what's hopeful? So I just thought that was an interesting correlation to that because, yeah, my job is, in essence, my job is just biblical stuff. Like, I work with the mind. Yeah, that's the Bible. Like, the Bible is all about the mind. Like, there are so many verses about it. That's where everything starts. The mind/heart. And we have to remember that's all God has ever called attention to. Back from, remember, Adam and Eve, and Cain and Abel. The whole point, watch your heart, because that's the whole point. Cain was moving towards death. And it's important to remember that. Now, anyone who's going through trauma, keep in mind that doesn't mean that like that trauma is not a big thing. That has to be moved through itself. That has to be moved through. It can't, regardless of the repurposing of the thought belief system in life, yes, that pain has to be gone through. It has to be worked through. That's 100%. That's why our jobs are needed more than anything. But at the same time, the belief system in life and love of the Lord is needed to move, not only move through it, but to move through it with actual hope of the future. So just something to kind of keep in mind. Okay, let's see. We're going to go on ahead. If anyone has any questions about either therapy stuff, I guess, or biblical, obviously, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to explain or go through anything. I don't mind. All right, so we're going to move into Persona 5X. Okay, so hold on. 5 the Phantom X. There we go. Okay, so we're in chapter 3. Please no spoilers for the end of chapter 3. We're getting to it, which is all that the global release has out. I know the other Chinese servers have like way more out. Please no spoilers on that, obviously, because we're playing the English version, the global version because it is in Japanese. But the point is, we're going to be moving through chapter 3. We are trying to take down a dude who's using others as like a parasite to like get into businesses and stuff and ruin them and put himself up with something, and there's a mastermind behind him and they're using the metaverse to do stuff. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm sorry. If you want to know the story, I suggest playing it. It has a good story. It really does. Speaking of which, just so that I may or may not during some of the trainings have been looking through some Nikkei story that I haven't kept back up on. Look, when people ask the same questions 5 million times, it's like, okay, I get it. I'm going to play some Nikkei. Look, it's my training. I paid $700 for it. I want to do what I want. But I will say I'm in chapter 34 of Nikkei, 35-ish now. No spoilers, please. But I will just say Nikkei's story is great. Like, that's a great freaking story. That's really good. But anyway, so Persona 5X, we're in chapter 3. If you want to see the story, I suggest playing it. It is very good. But we're going to just be moving into that. So there will be spoilers for everything before where we are. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get through all of the rest of the last dungeon. I think they're in the final dungeon that's out. Just that's out, not the final of the game. And take down the boss and then watch the after stuff. So it might be a little long tonight. I wanted to do some of this, like get the dungeon crawl part done earlier this week. And I could have pushed it on Friday and maybe yesterday. But after being in, because the EMDR training was from 8 in the morning, like today, that's why I took a nap, until like 5 every single day. We got an hour lunch, but 8 to 5. And so I was just like, and I have to be up the next day, for another 8 o'clock. So I couldn't. I could have forced it. But there was some Smash tournaments going on. I was like, I'm just gonna watch this and rest. And I'm honestly glad I did. I was pretty tired. But so we're gonna try and get through all of it tonight because I want to use tomorrow to get all the last vestiges of the rewards. I want my gems. So yeah. Also, I got all Black Frost. He's not as good as I thought he would be, so I probably could have waited. But I don't care. We're doing it. So we're going to go into this game. So just give me a second. I'll boot it right up. I know it's going to be low audio-wise. Give me a second. I'm going to fix that. That's because I've been doing dailies on my own. I keep it low so I can watch Smash tournaments or things. Because, there's that. All right, give me just a second. All this Black Wings. Okay. Let me just take a moment to get this all connected. I know it's low. Give me just a sec. Let me get in the game. I also want to check on Twitch and make sure everything looks fine. I think it should, but I want to make just a little bit certain because I don't want it to look like something. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I know the audio's low. Let me fix it. Second audio. I think we usually put it at 50. It's kind of a long game, a loud game. Give me just a sec. Yeah, we're good. Okay, it's coming through. Everything should be fine. Okay. Grab this real fast. I don't care. That one. I don't care. Okay. All right. So. We're going to go back into the palace and investigate more. We're learning more about the bad guy's backstory, boo-boo, life treated him poorly, and this is our main team, as well as Lar, Joker. Okay. Alright, through the palace. Yeah. So I cleared out everything before, just because I had a little bit of time. Once again, while watching tournament.
準備はいい？仕事の時間よ。行きましょう。
Moving right along. Was I switching your mind? Let's see. Oh, look at that. One more.
いいものが手に入ったわね。
Let's search it. Yes, I have. Give them to me. Into the duck we go. Oh, I don't have to walk it. It's automatic. Girls, get down. Gotta be sneaky. I guess they don't care. Boop. Can I just jump down? Oh, I can't. Thank you, game. That's great. I thought they were gonna make me walk all the way around. That's a pretty cool fact. What was that movie called? Oh, Interstellar. What was that movie called? Inception, eat your heart out. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, shoot. What? Shoot, my eyes all blurry. And you guys sizzle under the shadows. What the heck? Oh my god. What is this? What are you doing over there? Shadows got together? Maybe plotting something?
そうかしら。
No, it feels more like a trial or public judgment. You entered that place without permission, stole important dictatorship. You have any idea what you're saying in defense? I'll take your silence, acceptance of guilt. You're a fool. Now for punishment. Oh, no, Shrine! Oh, no, Shrine! Mine is right on the money. The guy Miller's about to get rocked. I can tell that Margaret did not make a sense. The influence of that light is preventing you from speaking altogether.
そうね。
No, wait, do you think the Shadow accused working at that place? We should know its location. We should ask about what he knows. Let's kick their butts! First,
何
though,
か気になるものがある。
you're fine, he's fine. He'll be alright. He'll be alright. Hey, doofuses, what's up? I was worth about to take out the light first. Shoot. Might put something rather large, mind-fucking device. Here it goes.
ふむ。
Help us out, we need to shut down the surrounding energy devices. Seeing as those guys sit in the range of mind fire, we won't be able to shut them off directly. Let's use robots! Robots! Yeah, because we could just put them on the things. Because we have to put them on the things. And Surprise Brothers still have to run around. Like, hey guys! We're just you know, doing whatever we want. You have no problem with that? Everything's fine with that? Okay. Glad to hear it. Alright, moving
ほ
on.
ら、ここは安全そうね。セーフルームとして確保しましょう。
There we go. Yup. This isn't anything here.
宝箱だ。
It's on the other side, girls. How do you have X-ray vision? I'll grab chests that I see that are like right there, but I'll grab all the others at my own time. I'm trying to blast some story on it. It's starting to piss me off. Whether we can stop. I said she's responsible for this. I know similar devices. Please stop that. Kick it. Dirty light head, custody of his master work. Unacceptable! I'll have to take out the shadows. Frickin' Barrett. Is it with it? Okay, Barrett, it's okay.
持ちだぞ。本番だよ。カリオ
What
ペ
are your weaknesses? Oh god. Well,
こっち向いて。敵ラウンド。吹き飛ばそう。全部。
oh, these guys are strong. Okay, I wasn't gonna do it.
この鼓動を歌に乗せてカリオペ。
Let me shut down that first.
ベルソナ
Whatever.
ティシュヌドミニオン受けてみろ
行くわよ。やるわよ。ペルソナ。ミラディ全力で行こう。使うぜ。
Well, bye. Landman, affected mind, affected mental appearance, and maybe strange affects your vision. Be careful. Freaking kick this thing. Oh man. Oh, there's more? Oh, there's freaking more. There's another one. Excuse me. Just gotta go shut off your machine. Excuse me. There we go. There's more! Excuse me. Just gotta shut off your machine. Thank you. There's another one, isn't there? Just excuse me. I'm gonna shut off your machine. Thank you. Sensations going on. My head's gonna split open. Yeah, we should take care of those. Yeah, it's probably smart. So those things.
何か気に
Give
なるものがあるね。ドキドキしちゃうね。
Eventually, I'll use those. And everyone who I want is in
いいものが手に入ったわね。
general. Who can be in general? Some can. Beep beep. Means I might control all that. I'm gonna assist you. What's up? Said Nishi. Can we say something about that? I don't have to walk it there. That's nice. How does it get over the stairs? Nobody can. Whatever. Don't think about it. Oh, impressive. Thank you, R2. Let's go back. I can explore on my own again. Trying to do story. Next. What the? I can get out of here. I do have time for you, though.
宝箱取ってないのある。
Oh my gosh, I like a maze next room. Oh,
こ
God.
んなのがあるんだ。
I kind of feel like I could have done this off stream. This is a server room. Not because it's bad, but because it's like, this doesn't have like a story behind it. So, whoops, amazing.
なんてこと。
Another one? Remember self. Don't worry.
重要なものがありそうね。調べてみない？
No. I'll come back to this room on my own time.
Oh, 宝箱だ。
It's fine. I'll come back. I will come back.
重要なものがありそうね。
I'll take it.
いいもの入ってる？
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Robot. Can you please go to the thing? Beep boop. Great. Yep, go back there. I'll get the extra stuff later. On my own time. Oh. We still hurt? No, we're not. Hello, everybody. Cafeteria? Mine is so dark. Look at the schools. I live in that birth, right? Because she's in the cafeteria. Room for eating. She's conversation. Last robot. I should probably go and activate
見て、
this.
セーフルーム。
I need that robot. I need a robot. I need a robot. I need the robot, please.
こんにちは。
I'd be bothered about that. Much I love living in camp right now. Because you're in the cafeteria, they would say it's so real. Nice mistakes. It's not my fault. Just not good enough. She's right. Don't say that. But we do help people. He's been totally brainwashed.
こうすべきだ。
Try using mind control. He's been brainwashed. It's awful. What if we did that though? Seriously. Yes, I know. Oh my god, game. I know. I already activated it. Thank you.
今日は何が起こるかな。楽しみだね。
You are strong. Let's see. Let's see. Thinking robot. Okay. What is their place in the world? Let's see. Food, bread. Unchanging. It's like medical repair. Okay. Repairman's job is to repair. Oh, he's repair. Okay, repair. Is your work duty? I have maintenance worker. I have. Oh, I'm not supposed to be stuck. Oh, we're trying to get him away from the cafeteria. I got it. Okay. I got it. I understand. Thank you. Open my eyes. Go to the brainwash. I'm medical. We'll be needing some work. Take it. Yep, that's great. Go to the area. Thank you. We did it. We should go back to the thing. Remember, I'll explore later. Okay, let's see. Hey, stupid. That's what I'm gonna say. Be careful. Not anymore, it's not. Heck yeah. Are you the one to say we thank you? Wait, are you against Akechi too? Please, let me help you. There's something I need to ask. What is that place? This core of maintenance. It's the core monitoring room. It's not far from here. Piece of information I need to share with you. Beep, boop, beep. This video, I'm sure you find it interesting. That's all for me, I guess. Should be out before they capture me again. Goodbye. So is he like gone? I wonder who he represents in the Akeshi's actual line. Okay, let's see some of his backstory. Here we go. Oh boy. This is whenever his show got stolen by the other dude.
Akashi-san. あんた、ロケ代着服してるってマジっすか?
Oh shoot, now he got framed. Or maybe he didn't.
そんなわけないだろ。し
Yeah,
たことな
he
いよ。
got framed by the dude who took his son.
ああ、やっぱり。じゃああの子の嘘か。
That must have been the girl he was trying to propose to, but he turned on him because doesn't actually care.
明石さんがプロポーズしてた子ですよ。彼女。どこかしこでも先輩にべったりっすわ。そんで。あんたの悪い噂流してます。
はあ？
そりゃ元彼に戻ってこられちゃいろいろ困るでしょうしね。
嘘だろ。
It's hard to see for Akashi. Now we have the ability to lie after our father the devil.
明石くん、何？
先輩が新しく出した企画。あれは僕が以前に君に見せた企画書だよね。君なら証明できるはずだ。あの企画は僕が作ったものだって。
Buddy, she's not gonna. Okay.
何のことか
Yeah.
な？
なんだよ。俺がお前の企画をパクったって言いてえのか？証拠は
Why's he wearing a mask?
証拠。うわ。同じ企画が僕の PC にありま
If
す。
you can have the date of creation, maybe.
そっちが俺のをパクって言いがかりつけてるだけだろ。
Depends on how early it was.
これは正真正銘
Full
俺
stop.
の企画だよ。
Oh my god.
わかんだろ、明石。この業界はさ、食
And
うか
that's
食わ
acting
れ
in
る
the
か
flesh.
なんだよ。あとお前、目立ちすぎな。もっと媚び売れよ。
And that's why he decided to be like the backer of people, the current favorite, and not be the one at the forefront. Just parasite.
まあ俺の場合、お前の彼女を食っちゃったわけだけど。
やだ、先輩ったら。やっぱりさ、人を食い物にしてでものし上がる
You dodged a bullet with her, dude. You dodged a bullet with her.
明石君にはそういう才能
I
ない。
promise you dodged a bullet.
食われる側の弱者なんだ。
So let's do EMDR, go with that memory. Seriously, we could do this. These memories could be used with EMDR. This is literally the memory kind of stuff. You pick one and you go with it.
だからバイバイ。
企画がかけるだけでも何もなし得ない。人心掌握。弱
Troll. That's the flesh talking. That's the enemy and our own inward depravity talking. Don't do that.
周りの連中を食い散らかす覚悟を持った者だけしか生
What matters is not what the business here on this earth is
そう
anyway.
いう業界なんだ。いやな。この業界だけの話だ。
That's true. The evil voice is right.
大から。
What does that matter? Don't put faith into the system here. That's the point.
食うか食われる
Kill
か
or be killed. It's you or them.
他人の不幸は蜜の味。というだろう。
It's true. Yeah, he's right. The depraved heart of the world.
そこでな。
Yeah.
悪意を抱い
But what's on this earth is not. Do not store your treasures up on earth, where moth destroys and thieves steal. Put your treasures up in heaven, where moth does not destroy and thieves do not steal, and it is lasting eternal.
た。証。お前には才能があった。だからこそ餌として願われた。
才能があるのに才能があるから潰される
若い芽は潰され、有識者は叩かれ、最後に消える。
That's why biblically we are told to be innocent as doves, coming as vipers.
捕食されてな、
We have to live in this world but not be of it.
食うか食われるか。お前はどちらを選ぶ？
僕は
Notice
私
how
は
the negative experience and the trauma he is now formulating and choosing. It is a choice. He just was presented with this or that. Is a choice. He is now choosing a thought belief system by which now to live by, based upon the pain of the past, which is not being properly processed. And the enemy, which is very akin to how the devil works, is feeding
な
and
らば
preying on it.
私は全てを食らい尽くしてやりますよ弱者を最あるものを利用できる全てを食って食らい尽くしてやります
Notice how the enemy, like, yeah, which one? But notice how it's coming from Akashi's own heart. I will do the same. Yeah, it's like, okay, great. That's how the enemy works, man. That's biblical,
私
baby.
は正義のコンサルタント明石圭悪を懲らしめ
Yeah.
あなたの企業をお救いいたしますバラエティ番組なんかじゃないリアルなエンターテインメントをあなたに
Now production, hotly anticipated. The school, because he's going to the school now.
つまり明石は先輩や恋人に裏切られて食い物にされ
This
て
is like the EMDR process.
希
Like,
望
you
が
need to go
歪
through
ん
it.
で
逆に他人を食い物にするために悪徳コンサルタントに転校したってことか
Opposite of love, everyone. Not hatred. Fear. Every time. Every time. Still no justification. I understand. No justification.
自分がそうだったからって人の欲望を食い物にしていいわけ
Doesn't
な
he
い
have both the trauma? That's no excuse. Process it. Have the humility and the vulnerability to go to someone who is professional and process it. Don't get into the lies of the enemy.
ええその通りむしろこんな辛い経験があったなら彼の力は人々を救うために使ってほしかった
人間は皆そのように強くも
None
な
of
い
us are.
ということだろうな
By biblical, the heart is deceitful by nature. Who can know it? That was the other verse we were going to do. None of us are good enough on our own. We will sometimes choose the semblance of righteousness, even without Christ in our heart, to do something like that to rise above. But it won't last in the end. I'm very pessimistic of me to say. There's the ski up on high. It won't last in the end. Eventually, we will submit like Kakashi, because that's our base desires, because to follow the state of what we are. But Jesus, with his blood, made a way and path for him to be able to inhabit us and reborn us in our heart. Then, once he's here, he starts to remake us from the inside out with his justified blood on top of us to be able to make those decisions and be strong enough because he's in us.
負の感情も人間が生きる欲望の一つだから
Yeah.
この記憶が見えた自分が食い物にされたことを忘れぬことで自らの生命欲としていたのだろうしかし事実としてあるのは明石は心が歪み 利己的に人々の欲望を奪い続けていることだ。放っておけば片山やその他大勢の人間が奴の犠牲になってしまう。
ええ、明石を改心させましょう。片山先生や被害に遭った人たちのためにも。
Let's keep moving. Just 1 sec, it's bothering me. Oh, I see why. I'm gonna do that later. I'll do it later. Let's change his brain patterns. Guy. Anything on the other side? Or was that the same? Bunch of stuff around here. There are a lot of floors. Jeez. I'm gonna have to do a lot of exploring later. Oh, I can't. Maybe you wait here. I don't think I need you right now. I can't sell. Oh, okay. That other stuff is extra. Okay, I'll go back to it later.
と
Oh, it seems these cables everywhere. I mean, the core monitoring room that we're going to tell us about. Brain. What is it? Human brain. Oh, human brain. Perhaps some important knowledge is hidden with it. Maybe the treasure. How do I approach this opening? Leave it to Rico to actually be like, hey, there's a button. Recognize the room being space. Maybe picked up the chips. Just use these. Oh, it seems like we need 4 in total. We have 3. Let's try maybe a trip. Well, I was just running past them. Oh wait, maybe that one was. I'll take that. Thank you. Is this a new area? Oh my god, this place is so big. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and do everything. Oh my god. There's a lot to explore. Your robot voice. Yes, we do. It's nice how they just tell you where to go. And eventually, I'll have to figure out this stuff. Shoop. Shoop.
重要なものがありそうね。
Yeah, hello, stupid. No, wait. Get ready. Just let me attack him and be done with it. Hi, Saravati. Bye, Saravati.
敵発火力油断は禁物だ
I'll
ぞ
do it even
こ
though.
の鼓動を板に乗せて本番だよ
Some
カ
of
リ
you
オペ
need
これが
electricity.
私の全力の歌若いみそろで何やってんだ気を据えてあげましょう
Electric.
次の曲行こう
ペルソナリシュヌドミニオンこれでどうだ
かけろヨハンナやるわよペルソナこれで総崩れよ打ち抜け全力で行こう制撃波確認
Oh, okay, yeah, please. Yes, please
支
use
援
this.
準備かい
Oh my god, yeah, waste your freaking time.
パ
Heck
スワード
yeah.
解除カリオペ行き渡れどこまでもチャージ完了だよ強気はなせ
Hooray. Okay.
ここ宝箱取ってないのある。
Chest.
なんてこと。
Map. This is another area. Where's the remaining control tips? I'm gonna lay out with the top right positions. Let's go. That's great. Up.
You. 重要なものがありそうね。調べてみない？
Into my account because some don't throw my present, I'll miss out. I have to spend. That's probably not smart.
ここ宝箱取ってないのある。
Spike you.
こんなのがあるんだ。
Hi, dummy. Boop boop. Oh, they can turn these things on? That's nice. That's nice. Thank you, Mr. Robot. Okay. Oh,
重要なものがありそうね。
They won't let
調べてみない？
Can I do the other guy? Might as well. I'm right here. The shadow doesn't look to be in good shape. It appears to be utterly worn down. Perhaps because she brainwashed them to distance themselves from their family? Maybe restore their connection. No. Family? Nope. Okay, can you say turn it twice? I know. Work is unimportant. His work is that the I know. Reset it. Let's see. Parents are close. Nope. I want no. Yeah, that's great. Parents are close. And then family is important. Thank you. Oh, family means the world to me. Should be the entire world, but yeah, sorry. Now for you. Let's see. We were seeing pessimistic. This will be more proactive. Let's see. Living is positive. And then the future is hopeful. Look at the bright side. It's been alright. See? Refrain. Shadow left the room. Thank you. Turn this on. Boop. Turn this. Great! Fantissimo!
重要なものがありそうね。あら、これは？
Heck yeah!
なんてこと。
Uh-oh! It seems that we're in trouble. They're all going up. Fast shadow would get mad. I don't care. Take them off. I don't care. Okay. Let's say, please tell me the other door's open. They do. Controllers now. Come on, let's frickin' go. Wave after wave from your men, let's go.
敵発見。油断は禁物だぞ。
Reach a nuke, huh?
この鼓動を歌に乗せてハリハリ
Sure,
をフェ
next
ス
one.
これが私の全力の歌
Buzz.
ペルソナリシュヌドミニオン受けてみろ。
ちょっと見に行くわよ。よかったやるわよ。ペルソナその調子。これで総崩れよ。惑わせ全力で行こう。
There goes one, and that one's basically
華麗
dead.
にやっちゃって。ハッタイムやった。オッケー。先を急ごう。
Hi, Preston. Hello. Welcome to the streams. Well, dude, playing P5X with Makoto and a PE average P5X fan. Hey, dog. I did that reload and plus for gold. Look. She looks good. She looks good, though. Wait a minute. We should open the dice. You know, the chips are let's get things done quickly. Let's do this. Yeah. Honestly, with Makoto specifically, my dad thought the same thing. 'Cause he's seen all Persona 5. Welcome to the streams, by the way. Honestly, I'm not like her normal outfit's fine. I like the scarf. It's pretty cool. It's honestly pretty cool. I was about to hit on it. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Of course, we're using this. You know. How you doing, man? Shoot. Yep, thank you. Alright, let's turn this brain thingy off. Yes. Beep, boop. Yep, turn it up, beep, boop. Oh, hello. And then beep, boop. Yep, boop, and yep, and boop, boop. Over here, and we're gonna shut this off. Beep, boop. Retract the tendrils. Oh. Seems harmless, but I should have said gather around the device. The treasure might be inside. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, not sure if the map or model. It's definitely not treasure. So it's power plant, treat plant, control centers. Is some kind of panoramic view? Okay, so Akashi must usually use his device to coordinate the movements.
What?
There's two lights. One seems to be a power plant I was already explored. One seems to be where near the center of the dam? Is where the treasure's hiding? Wait, Mr. Kaoi's treasure is definitely in the power plant, right? So you're saying Akashi's treasure plant would be in the center. Wouldn't it be in the control center though? I'm surprised. Doesn't appear to be a match to the direction of the treasure is sensing. I think we have that time right around the control center, the treasure was someone else. I think we would have not found the treasure. Let me see, this way. It wasn't complete waste, but man, it's like this way. You get to secure the routes of treasure, keep it to its focus. Yeah, let's go. Oh, now we're back. I have to go through new. Bye. So do I have to explore the same place I've already been? Because I've already explored all that, dude.
ここだ。ここから明石のお宝の気配を感じる。
よし。じゃああとは
Okay, yeah, okay.
明石に予告状を出す
So
だ
it
けだ
was
な
all the way over here. Why wasn't it in the control center? That's interesting.
ここまで来るのは長かった。ようやくって感じだね。
We had to do 2 treasures on this one, so.
みんな本当にお疲れ様。明石の改心まであと一息ね。ワンダ、ここからの行動はどう？
Excuse me?
Hehehe 私にはもう何もない。生きる理由も希望も何もかも。なんで僕だけ、なんでいつも食われて奪われて失って。そうだ、全部 壊れれば
Yeah,
い
we're
い
getting
じ
to
ゃ
that point.
ないか。
てか
あなたも一緒に行きましょう、種村さん。
Well, that's not actually happening, so we're good. Once again.
おい、まさかまた例の光景が見えたのか？
So Rico, let's just stay in the palace.
見え
Freaking
た。
knife.
この間もそんなことを言っ
Like
ていた
just
わ。
walks up and stabs. I wish I could say like, who does that? That doesn't happen, but yeah, the world.
そういえばワンダ、宮沢とソイのアジファイトでも何か見たって言ってたよね。
The bad ends, basically.
つまり時々白チュームが見えるということかしら。
で、俺が宮沢と対決する前には俺が負けて
The bad
おやっさんが
ends.
死んじまう
I
夢
guess
を
this is
見
their
た。
way of doing bad ends because you can't. Every Persona game has it, but you can't do it in this game because you know you just there's a time limit and stuff. So I guess this is what it would be.
縁起でもねえな。心配しすぎて変な想像したってだけじゃねえの？
でも確かにあの時ワンダーが圧勝剣の命って言ってくれたおかげで山越さんから勝箱の話が聞けてソイを助けられたんだよね。
Yep.
ただの夢ではないとは思うのだ。まるで予知夢のような。
That's happened a long time in history.
予知夢ね。でもおやっさんは生きてるぜ。それに明石がウィンドウを刺すなんてさすがに。
そうね、絶対にありえないとまでは言えないけど、明石のような狡猾で立場のある人間がそんな強行に走るのは考えにく
Humans
い
get
わ。
what they have nothing left.
心配性すぎて悪い想像しちまってるだけって感じがすっけどな。
悪い想像というより、ワンダーが見ているの
The
はちょう
bad end. We booted up YouTube and so.
ど私たちが避けようとしている最悪の未来って感じよね。
I feel like memories. That's weird.
もしかして本当に経験したことだったりして。
That's disturbing.
どういうことだ？
There's like some weird meta
よくあるじ
thing
ゃん。
going.
何度も同
Meta
じ
story
経験
going
をして
on.
最悪の未来を回避するみたいな漫画とか。
Subaru, eat your heart out. Oh my god, ReZero. I'm so sorry, buddy.
漫画の話かよ。
いや、私割とそっち系の話が
Fellow
好きだから
ReZero
さ。
sufferer. Hi, Motaha. I see you.
実
Season
際に
4 is gonna
体
be out
験
in
した
spring.
未来の記憶。
あ、冗談ですよ。そんなに真剣に考え込まないで、ウィンドウ。
でもありえない話じゃないでしょ。私たちが今歩いている異世界だってほんの数ヶ月前の私たちにとってはまさにフィクションの世界だったわけじゃない。
Don't like that. Don't touch the time stuff.
それ
Your story
は
unless it's the core.
そうですけど。
喋るフクロウとかフードお化けもいるわけだしな。
おい、聞き捨てならんぞソイ。
でも事実だけをまとめると、私たちが知らない光景をワンダーは垣間見ているということよね。しかもそれが最悪の回避につながった例もある。ありえないと断じて
So I'm gonna stay in the metaverse and sit here and not go home. I don't know how I'm doing this.
今の時点ではさっぱりわからないけどね。でも今後もその光景が見えた時は必ず私たちにも共有してちょうだい。
Yes, ma'am.
さて話を戻そうぜ。これでお宝ルートは確保できたわけだしな。
あとは現実で明石に予告状を出せばいいのよね。
その通り。片山の時は ウィンドの言葉が予告状代わりとなった
Yeah, we
が
have to do an actual
今
calling
回は
card.
そうはいくまい。
Ugh.
しっかりと明石に予告状を見せつけ、その日のうちにお宝を奪わねばならん。
でも予告状どうやって出そうか。職員室の机に置いておく、
確実っちゃ確実だが、なんか地味だな。いたずらだと思って本気にしねえかも。
Yeah.
実は私ちょっとやってみたい
Leave
こ
it
と
to
がある
Rico
の
to always have the ideas.
お、なになに何ですかウィンド。
明石が犯した罪は警察でも裁けないものだし、彼のコンサルの数だけ被害者が出たはずだから、多くの人たちに明石の所業を知らしめて予告状を叩きつけてやりたいの。それこそ万単位、いえそれ以上の人たちにもね。
おお、
We're looking at the trees and she's like the forest.
頼りがいあんのはいいことだけど、ウィンドだけは敵に回
It's
し
so
たく
good
ない
having a competent individual with us. Uh-huh.
あなたたちに頼みたいこともいろいろあるし、作戦はまた後日ゆっくりと話させて。
そこまで言ってお預けです。気になる。
まあこんなところで長話をしてシャドウにでも囲まれ
Let
ては
them
たまらん。
come.
わしも今日のところは撤退し英気を養うべきだと思うぞ。
まあそれもそっか。
んじゃ予告の作戦のことは一旦ウィンドに任せるぜ。
もちろんもう少し探索を続けても構わん。撤退するかどうかは
I'll do the
リーダーに
investigating on my
委ね
own.
よう。
We will come back and investigate later.
それじゃあ今日は解散にしましょうか。私は予告方法の考察を進めておくわね。
はーい、リコ先輩の作戦楽しみにしてます。
お前もしっかり休めよリーダー。疲れてっから変な夢を見るんだぜ。
Bet.
しかしリコが刺される未来か。
おいおいルフェルも気にしすぎだっての。演技でもねえだろ。
いや、あの冷静で裏から人を操るタイプの明石が自らそんな強行に
But
走
if you
ると
were
い
to
うの
break,
は
which any human can.
一体どんなことがあれば起きるのだろうと思ってな。
When all hope is lost and you got nothing left.
すべての欲望を捨て去った時か。究極は原始的欲求である生命欲さえも失う。だがそれならば道連れを得ようとはしないはず。むしろ誰かの干渉により負の欲望を刺激され、さらに欲望が歪み切った時に起こる事象。
だからよ、起きてもねえような嫌なことを考えるのはやめようぜ。明石を改心させりゃんなことは起きねえ。
Rico will be safe.
そうだな。ぐちぐちとすまなかった。おのおのゆっく
I
り
mean, it's
休んで
important to keep it in
リコ
mind.
の
If you
作
saw
戦
us,
に備えよう。
that's a
はーい、じゃあ解散。また明日ね。
bye bye. Okay. More of this. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, sure. No, wait. No, I just do that. Yeah. Okay. Wait, there's another? I have another? Oh my god. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. Okay. Home. Yep. Night night. Oh, hey, Igor. Had my own pet.
夜分恐れ入ると申し上げておく。
It always is. When do you get me when I'm awake?
君が垣間見ている親しき者たちの悲
Yes, that would be
劇的な
nice. You gonna give me a clear answer? No, of
今
course
宵
not.
はその話をしようと思ってね。
Are you sending these?
まさかあれは紛れもなく君自身が見ているものだ。
No will but your own cause.
果たしてあの光景は 過去の現実か未来の余地かはたまた
These are the options. Would you like to pick one, Igor, and inform on which one is the correct answer?
君はどう思う
Warnings. They're the bad ends that could be.
そうだね君自身にその記憶はないのだから予知夢と考えることは至極当然だふふ過去か未来かもしくはそのどちらでもないのかいずれにせよそれは君自身のみが知りうる
Thank you for providing nothing of substance. I love you so much. But you do nothing.
主はあなた様自身が本件についても欲望を抱き思考を放棄すべきではないと申し上げている
さよう以前君に送られたこの言葉を覚えているかね見えていないことともともと備わっていないことは別物だと
Hey man, I do feel like I've had something like that before. I don't remember.
破滅を迎えたくないと願うならば欲望を強く抱き続けたまえ君にとってこれが最後の選択とならないようにね
Thank you, Igor. What aren't you telling me? Like, would you like to be straight? Okay, overseers. Morobe, we have a strong bond. I got you a 20. Gosh
今
dang
宵
it!
はここまでと
Look
申
at
し上げ
overseers doing nothing!
またお会いしたいものだね
Why? My dreams. This is what dreams are. That's how you sleep? Dude. My final choice anyway. I don't think I have enough information yet. Riko's getting ready to send the calling card. I should focus on her until she's ready. Hold on, let me real fast. Just okay.
明石のお宝へレッツゴ
Oh,
ー
wow.
予告状を出せば
That is
明
the
石
end.
の
What?
明石のお宝へ
Wow, they ended there? That's weird. No wonder, hey, oh man, what was your username? I'm so sorry. Adachi? No, oh shoot, how do I not remember your username? I'm so sorry, you're always in chat, pretty often. Someone told me not to do chapter 3 but wait until chapter 4. So Akashi's gonna be his own? Like we already did his palace, that's odd. Well, I guess that's it everyone. I guess that's the end of 3. That's kind of anticlimactic. But you know, I'm okay with that because it's just one story, so they're like moving with the story, so I do appreciate that. That is really weird though. Okay, you only streamed for like an hour 11, so I guess that's the end of the stream, everyone. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll do all the Apollo stuff on my own, and yeah, so I guess that's it. Let me just go ahead and get ready to log out of this. Oh, crazy. That's really weird that they would end it like that. But I mean, they could do whatever they want. And I'm kind of okay with it because it's like, hey, I'm always a big proponent of don't. I'm always a big proponent of don't try to make an ending like a wrap up if it's not time. Like seasonal anime, for example, I have no problem with seasonal. I do think overall it's a better format, even though I'm gonna miss weekly One Piece. Because it makes a better story overall because it's better paced and everything. But I don't like how sometimes seasonal will like very rarely, but they've done pretty good about it for most anime, but sometimes seasonal will like, oh, we have to make a climax for the end of the season. even though the story does not call for one right now. We have to do something, so we'll add like an extra like bad guy defeat or bad guy that really kind of shouldn't be central or defeat, like some dumb stuff like that. I'm a big proponent of whatever the story is, go with the story, because that's how it was prepared. But you're doing here, so I guess that makes sense. It is crazy though that chapter 3, like the boss is in the middle of the chapter. It was Katayama's like shadow and everything, and then the end, like they let me go to his place. Why not just end it like with her? Why make the control center have its own place but no bot? Like that's really odd. But that's fine. I have no problem with it. But yeah, so that's the end of chapter 3, everyone. Yippee! Honestly, I'm not too upset, especially because of the context of today, because it's late on a Sunday and everything like that. So that's fine. I do kind of wish I would have taken the advice. Man, I'm so sorry. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. You've been in chat so many times. I can't remember your handle. It's Adakachi or something like that. Forgive me. I do kind of wish I would have taken the advice to do chapter 3 and 4 together. But I'm gonna be honest. I want the gems, and I really wanted Black Frost. Turned out he wasn't that great, but I wanted Black Frost, so I kind of did it. Orochi's honestly still kind of better in my opinion, but yeah, I mean we're still fine. Like we'll just continue it next time once chapter 4 like comes out. But that's pretty crazy. Like, I guess maybe it's not the end of chapter 3. Maybe chapter 3 still has another. No, I think it said 4 whenever we were clicking on it. I'll check later, but I think it said chapter 4. You know, like the next part is chapter 4. That's weird. Anyway, I got to get the gems and everything anyway, so I don't regret it for my own selfish purposes. But for streaming, it's like, oh, that kind of was a little odd. But we'll pick back up as soon as we can. So, you know, it'll just be like anyone watching this on the playlist. If, you know, eventually as in the future, like a year from now, if you watch the playlist, you'll just have the next part anyway. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Preston, thank you very much. Anyone else who's watching, God bless you. A little bit of a short stream today, but honestly, it's Sunday night. I have tomorrow off, but I do have stuff to do, and I got to get the rest of these gems, everything collected anyway. And tomorrow's pretty busy. I might want to do the evaluation survey thing today right now. I'm going to collect all the gems and stuff first, but I might want to do that tonight. I'm not sure. Because I got a little evaluation thing after EMDR. But yeah, so what we'll do is this coming week we got streams again, like actual streams. Like Tuesday we'll be doing Final Fantasy VII with Daedalus, and next weekend we will be, since we're doing Persona 5X for a while, for a little bit, we're gonna go back into Metaphor on Friday, and Mario and Luigi on Sunday, and Koi and Scale will be back, so we'll do Toon Toothing stuff again. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. I know it was a little bit of shorter stream, but that's fine. We'll pick back up next time, and I hope you have a fantastic night, day, or whatever you're experiencing. Goodbye for now, guys, and God bless.